safe streets, vibrant neighborhoods, successful business and commerce. These are things that make a healthy community. We are a diverse community, rural, suburban, urban, a multitude of languages and ethnicities, ages and experiences. We are a collaborative community. Public-private partnerships make us a model community that others want to follow. It is what makes us unique. It is what makes us strong. The employees of Kent County reflect our diversity and seek to serve our communities.
People in this county, in this area, we wrap our arms around each other. We come together to collaborate, to solve problems. We're all working for the good of the whole. And I think that's wonderful. And you can see it. You can see it as you drive around Kent County.
Our impact starts the day a baby is born and a birth certificate is issued, to protecting children from deadly diseases through vaccination, to the public safety and justice provided by law enforcement and the courts, to offering veterans services and caring for the elderly. Every day we work to keep our communities robust.
I think if you are somebody who's interested in serving your community, in building a strong knowledge base and a good group of people to work with, then the county is one of your best employment opportunities out there. It's been completely rewarding in every way I could possibly explain for 26 years, and I feel like I grow every single day still today.
Leading these dedicated employees, our 19-member Board of Commissioners and our County Administrator Controller, along with our elected officials and appointed department directors, placing emphasis on civic involvement, quality housing, vibrant neighborhoods, and strong, solid infrastructure to allow businesses to thrive. Professional, dedicated, collaborative, and innovative.
Behind the scenes, collaboration between foundations, charitable organizations, nonprofits, for-profit businesses, public sector demonstrated through the county, the city of Grand Rapids, the townships, all the cities and the villages in our area. If we don't come together, then we will not have the strength that we have today, and I only hope to build upon that.
Our aim is to make our communities the best they can be. We are involved in exciting development projects, sustainable recycling programs, and creative progressive prevention programming. We partner with elected officials, impacting policy ideas that become great achievements. We seek opportunities to reach out into the community and offer our services to help our residents make Kent County thrive.
Our relationship is solid, both from a staff standpoint at the county level as well as the Board of Commissioners. And they understand what we do and the benefits that we can do for the community, and vice versa. We couldn't do what we do without the help of Kent County.
While most of us are busy running our lives, Kent County's elected officials, administrator controller, and over 1,600 employees are serving the communities where we live our lives, so we can all have a place we are proud to call home. Kent County, its life well run.
Good morning. I'm Mary Hollenrink, the Kent County Clerk and Register of Deeds, and I welcome you all to the 2016 Board of Commissioners organizational meeting. So I call that meeting to order. I will now call the roll. Commissioner Antor.
Here.
Bolter.
Here.
Breivy.
Here.
Bukowski.
Present.
Shivas.
Here.
Hennessy.
Here.
Jones.
Here.
Coleman.
Here.
Horndike.
Present.
Mast.
Here.
Morgan.
Here.
Ponstein.
Here.
Sawfeld.
Here.
Schroll.
Here.
Steck.
Here.
Talon.
Here.
Vandermolen.
Here.
Vaughn.
Here.
Voorhees.
Present.
I will now call on Commissioner Jones for the invocation.
Good morning. Let us pray. Dear God, as we head into the new year, please provide wisdom to all the employees and elected officials of local, county, state, and federal governments. Please help all of us remember these wise words from Theodore Roosevelt's speech that was delivered in 1910. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again. because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item of business is the election of the chair of the Board of Commissioners. This time, I open the floor for nominations for chair.
I'd like to nominate Jim Sawfield as chair.
Support.
So we have a nomination and we have support for Jim Salfeld. Is there any discussion? Are there any other nominations?
Madam Clerk, I move that the nomination be closed and a unanimous ballot be cast for Jim Sawfield as chair of the Kent County Board of Commissioners.
Support.
So there's a nomination, or to close nominations and a support. All in favor of Jim Salfeld as the next chair of the Kent County Board of Commissioners, say aye.
Aye.
And all those opposed, say aye. All right. The ayes have it.
Let's see here. Thank you, everybody, and thank you to my fellow colleagues. I'm humbled and honored to have your confidence. I'm also ready, willing, and excited to serve as your chair. And my theme when I first ran for office will be the same theme that guides me as chair. I will work hard to bring fiscal common sense, good judgment, and integrity to the county commission. As for issues we're going to face in 2016, here are some. We're going to make sure that we have the best funding model in place for our community dispatch. We're going to be taking a hard look at our space needs and possible facility changes, and we're going to make sure that these new state mandated regional boards are working right. Also, we're going to examine the land bank on its 5th year anniversary. These are some of the bigger issues. There are others I will also outline for you and send to you in a separate memo. In all those issues, however, we owe it to our citizens to make good decisions, and in that regard, we need to continue being a leader in the area of collaboration and cooperation with our partners. That's our cities, our townships, our business community, and our philanthropic organizations. We've shown over and over again that we can get more done when we work together with our partners. Efficiency and effectiveness should be our guide in all those things. So I'd like to, again, thank you, my fellow commissioners. Each of you, I know, are a proven leader in your community and someone I'm proud to call my colleague. I would like to recognize a few guests that are here today. Speaking of collaboration, we have Grand Rapids Township Supervisor Mike DeVries and Clerk Ed Robinette that are here. And I see Circuit Judge Chris Yates standing in the back. Of course, our county elected officials, Clerk Colin Rake, and I see Prosecutor Forsyth here. And again, thank you everybody for being here, and just thank you for the board. I very much cherish your confidence and will do my hardest to serve you and the county well. So with that, let's move to our next item on the agenda, which is an election of a vice chair. I'll open the nominations for vice chair.
I'd like to nominate. With her impressive effort to increase the services of our veterans in our county and her valuable leadership on the Legislative Committee, I am honored to nominate Shana Schroll as vice chair for the upcoming year.
Okay, we have a nomination by Commissioner Jones and support by Commissioner Korndike. Are there any other nominations?
Mr. Chair, I would move that nominations be closed and a unanimous ballot be cast for James Scholl as our vice chair of the Kent County Board of Commissioners.
All right, a motion by Commissioner Voorhees to, did I hear a second? Commissioner Coleman. With that, any questions or comments? If not, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Congratulations, Commissioner Schroll, Vice Chair Schroll.
Thank you so much.
If you have any comments?
You know, I just want to echo everything that Chair Salfeld said. And boy, that is great to say, Chair Salfeld. I really look forward to saying that over the next year and beyond. But as he said, we have a lot to look forward to in 2016, and I'm just so honored and grateful to be part of this community and this group of leaders. I've been now on this board for 5 years, and we've done a lot of things, but looking ahead, as Chair Salfeld mentioned, we have a lot more ahead of us, and I just look forward to working alongside you to serve the people of this great community. So, thank you.
Thank you. We'll move then to agenda item number 7, which is an election of a minority vice chair. I'll open up the floor to nominations.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to nominate Carol Hennessy for the minority vice chair.
Okay, nomination by Commissioner Morgan. Is there
Support.
Support by Commissioner Mast. Any other nominations?
Mr. Chair, I would move to close nominations and cast a unanimous ballot for Carol Hennessy as vice chair, minority vice chair for the Kent County Board of Commissioners.
Very good. Motion by Commissioner Voorhees.
Support.
Support by Commissioner Greavy. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Congratulations, Commissioner Hennessy. Do you have any comments?
Thank you. Thank you, Chair Salfeld, and Vice Chair for the Legislative and Human Resources Committee, Chair Schroll, Vice Chair Schroll. And I am really pleased to be working on the Legislative Committee this year. And I think that we have a lot of, commonality on what we desire on this particular committee. But it also is open to, discussion of many of the, ideas and all that we have to offer from our different perspectives. And I think this is going to be an interesting year, and I'm really pleased. I thank you all for this position. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now move to agenda item number 8. This is a speedy meeting. We usually don't have a lot of issues that we bring in this first meeting. But if there is any public comment, this is an opportunity to come forth and address the commission. I see none, so we will move to our consent agenda. Is there a motion to adopt the consent agenda?
So moved.
By Commissioner Jones, support.
Support.
By Commissioner Schroll. This is a roll call vote. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Antor. Bolter.
Yes.
Greavy.
Yes.
Bulkowski.
Yes.
Shivas.
Yes.
Hennessy.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Coleman.
Yes.
Korndike.
Yes.
Mast.
Yes.
Morgan.
Yes.
Honstein.
Yes.
Schroll.
Yes.
Steck.
Yes.
Talon.
Yes.
Vandermolen.
Yes.
Vonk.
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Chair.
Yes, motion passes. We move then to agenda item number 10, which is a resolution regarding appointments to various boards, commission and committees, and I'll call on Commissioner Steck to make that motion.
Thank you, Chair. I'm pleased to move for the approval of Resolution 1-5-16-1, which calls for the appointment to various boards, commissions, and committees.
Is there support?
Support.
Commissioner Korndike, supported. Are there, yes, Commissioner Schroll.
Thank you, Chair Schroll, or Chair Schroll, boy, that's like, Chair Schroll. I know.
We're all kind of used to different titles today, so that's all right.
Let's start over. I'd like to make an amendment to that motion. Since Commissioner Salfeld has been elected chair, I move to amend Commissioner Steck's motion to approve Resolution 1-5-16 to include the appointment of Chair Salfeld to the Kent Hospital Finance Authority and the Pension Board to permit him to continue to serve on those boards for the remainder of the terms to which he had been previously appointed. And this is just to keep everything consistent with our standing rules.
I accept the amendment.
Okay,
As do I.
and is there support for that? Support by Commissioner Korndike. Now, just to clarify, because, as I understand, because my terms are midterm on those two boards, this is necessary in order to comply with our rules of our organization. So are there any questions on that amendment? If not, this is not a roll call vote. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. I believe now we still need to vote on the actual initial resolution. That is there. Let's see, we have the motion and support, so I'll call the vote on that unless there's any questions or comments. Okay, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Excellent. We next move to appointments, which this is not a motion item. These are the appointments by me to the standing committees and to the subcommittees and to the other committees for community as well. Actually, I take that back. Okay. I'm sorry, there is a motion that we do need to make on this, so I will call on Commissioner Schroll to make that motion.
Thank you, Chair Stallfeld. I move to approve the appointments to the, by the chair to the standing committees, annual chair appointments to various committees and subcommittees.
And is there support? Support. By Commissioner Vandermolen. Any questions or comments? I want to make a few notes here. As noted, Commissioner Vandermolen will be serving as chair of the Finance and Physical Resources Committee this next year, and Diane Jones will be the new vice chair for that committee. Congratulations to you two. And Commissioner Schroll, Vice Chair Schroll, will continue to serve as chair of the Legislative and Human Resources Committee, and Commissioner Hennessy will serve as vice chair. So congratulations to you two on that. The other membership is as set forth in the handouts that were provided. You can see the executive committee listed there as well. And then, of course, we have all the additional citizen appointments and the subcommittee appointment. Right now, we're going to continue the millage subcommittee with the same membership that existed last year, which is Commissioners Korndike, who will continue to chair that committee, Commissioners Greavy, Hennessy, Wong, and Voorhees. So, any final questions or comments on that matter? If not, this is not a roll call vote, so all in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Excellent. We now move to agenda item number 12, which are reports. Are there any? Oh, I'm sorry. We have public comment. We have our second opportunity for any public comment today. If there's anybody that's interested in saying anything, we will give you a minute to speak. I see none, so we will move to agenda item number 13, which are reports. Are there any reports today? Commissioner Stack.
Thank you, Chair. Just reporting on the continuing work at the Lakeshore Regional Partners, or Lakeshore Regional Entity, as it will probably become to be known. The work sessions continue on a weekly basis, sometimes twice a week, and we are in the process of finalizing some new models for the governance of the Lakeshore Regional Partners. That model will include, as it's currently proposed, will include a degree of representational components to it that will increase the representation of the Kent County area on the board. It's not finalized yet, but we're pleased that it is a progress that seems to be going in the right direction.
Thank you, Commissioner Stack, and that is something I noted in my comments. I think it's important as these regional boards are rolled out that we continue to make sure that the citizens of Kent County are properly represented on those boards. A lot of times we're dealing with situations where the organization that the county may have had in place going into it was excellent, and then we're dealing with a new organization with other counties that maybe weren't up to speed. So it is an important topic that we need to stay very much on top of to ensure a good representation and good service for our citizens of our county. Are there any other reports this evening? I see none, so we'll move to miscellaneous. Is there any miscellaneous by the commissioners this morning? Commissioner Wilkowski.
I risk stealing Commissioner Bolter's thunder by inviting you all to a ribbon cutting next Monday at 9 a.m. at the new YMCA on Burton, the Mary Free Bed YMCA in Cascade Township. The ribbon cutting is for the extension of 28th Street route for the rapid service that Cascade Township is funding. So that starts next Monday. And again, it's at the new YMCA. If you haven't checked out that, it's the nation's first universally designed Y. It's pretty awesome, and so they did a great job there. And again, Cascade Township extending the service, not only because of the Y, but also a lot of the employers along 28th Street asked for it And it's a 3-year pilot that the township's funding. So thank you to Cascade Township for that leadership.
Okay, others? Commissioner Ponstein?
Thank you, Chair. I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge a former Granville alumni, graduated in 1976. He's going to be inducted into the Michigan High School Athletic Association Hall of Fame. For 32 years, he has coached the Kalkaska girls softball team. This spring, he'll coach his 1,000th game, which I think is kind of unheard of in this day and age, and will somewhere in that time period get 600 wins under his belt. A lot of people up there know him as Coach Ponstein. I just want to acknowledge, I know him better as my brother, and just wanted to wish him congratulations on that honor.
Thank you. Any other miscellaneous this morning? Commissioner Vanderwall.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Two things. One is the Finance Committee will be meeting immediately after this. As soon as we can get together, the sooner we'll be done with that. So if you want to grab a cup of coffee or whatever and come back, that would be fine. And secondly, I'm going to announce this morning that this is my last year on the County Commission. That's something that I've struggled with. I've had a great run, actually. It's been fun, and hopefully we've accomplished a few things. But in order that others who might want to run for that seat, I need to announce it now so that they might start getting in line for it if that's what's going to happen. So anyway, this is my last year. I was kind of hoping to slide out. But Chair Salfield said, no, you're not going to do that. So I'll do what I can do. I'll do the best job I can, and so thank you. And we'll talk more about this as we go on, but that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, well, and thank you for your years of service. You're right. We are going to make sure you work this last year. How many years have you been Commissioner?
22 to 24, I'm not sure. Sometimes it seems like 100, and sometimes it seems like it was just yesterday.
He is a very lame duck.
When I just got, it's kind of interesting. When I first came on, I was one of the youngest people here. Along this wall here were about 6 or 8 desks. Along that wall were about 30 desks, all in a row, 3 deep. Everybody had a desk. You could sit on a chair with your feet on the desk if you wanted. Quite different than what we have today, but quite a few things are different than what we had then. So, but yeah, it's been at least that long. I don't know. It's fun.
Well, very good. Thank you for letting us know that, and thank you very much for your years of service. Big shoes to fill.
You're welcome.
Any other miscellaneous this morning? I see none, so I will call on Commissioner Jones for a motion to adjourn.
Thank you, Chair. I move to adjourn, subject to the call of the chairman, into Thursday, January 28th, 2016 at 8:30 for an official meeting.
Support. Support by Commissioner Thorndike. Reminder, we do have the Finance Committee immediately following this. We are adjourned at 8:50 a.m.
I am Kent County. I am Kent County.
I am Kent County.
We are 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 Kent County.
Peya, Kent County. Ami, Kent County.
Somos, Kent County.
Mas Ira, Kent County.
We are Kent County.
We are Kent County. We are Kent County. Oh yeah.